Capricorn placements, welcome to Ascending Spiritually. So this is going to be for anyone who has Capricorn anywhere in their chart. It is a general timeless reading, which means not all the messages are going to match with your situation. If you'd like information on personals, my link to the website to book will be in the description box below. I also do have my manifestation oils for sale. I have one for attracting platonic and romantic relationships. It does have to be genuine, so this will not attract anyone that's coming in to use you. It will also help enhance boundaries and just you putting more love and effort towards yourself. Ever since I started using this, I don't have any issues with like love or not having friends or not having people that I can trust. So that definitely helped out a lot. I also have my money and abundance oil. I'm going to put some of that on right now because I have been kind of slacking financially lately, but I'm not too worried. We also have your protection oil. This will help with not only psychic attacks, but you can put that on before you go out. It will also ward off anyone that has any ill intentions. If they happen to set anything your way, it will automatically boomerang right back towards them. And this is my last but not least, which is my spiritual DNA oil. It helps with anything crown chakra related, anything towards ascension. So whenever you're having ascension symptoms, this will also help alleviate that as well. There was a point in time where I was having like cold and flu symptoms and I thought maybe it was an actual cold. Turns out it was just spiritual ascension symptoms. I put some of that on and it completely alleviated all. That does also help with my readings, which is why I just put some on as we speak. So let's take a look and see what you guys have coming up. If you want to check that out, the link will be in the description box below. Most people only buy one because they're skeptical. They're like, I don't know if this works. But after they try it out, 1 to 2 weeks later, they usually will buy the rest of the set. So let's take a look and see what you guys have coming up for Capricorn placements. The Hangman, Knight of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, Seven of Cups, Seven of Pentacles in reverse, Temperance energy, and the Chariot. Okay, so you're moving forward fast and furiously away from anything that's keeping you stuck, away from any restrictions, away from anybody that's not serving your highest good. This is also what is being recommended of you. The Chariot is someone who's bulldozing through any issues that may be at hand. As you can see, there's only one person in that Chariot seat. So you guys may have to make some decisions to leave people behind who are not good for you anyways. And to make that decision will also bring and restore balance into your life. So if you have been having issues with your eating habits, sleeping, or just balancing certain things out in your life, it seems to be because of outside external circumstances. There's also one person in particular. Doesn't matter whether a friend, lover, confidant, family member, associate, whatever role this person plays. If it's romantic, this is someone who comes in with passion, a good time. They may come in for like sex, but that's about it. This is not someone that you can truly build with. Now, if you're okay with casual connections and just dealing with someone on the surface level, then that's up to you. But there is someone around you that you do need to release. Whoever this individual is, they're not investing in you. If anything, they're coming in and taking all the time and effort and energy away from you. This could even be a friend. This friend likes to pose as someone who's very supportive and loving of you, however, behind closed doors. And if you look at it from a true perspective, like if you really look at what this person brings into your life, you'll notice that they haven't really brought anything of value. If anything, they have siphoned things from you, whether it is ideas, support system, money, accolades. Yeah, this Knight of Wands is someone who comes in and out. They're on a horse, which means they're not here to stay. The Knight of Wands could be someone between the ages of 25 and 50. Even if they're older, the maturity level of a Knight of Wands is someone who's like a teenager, essentially. They'll come in, you know, this is someone that likes excitement. They like drive. They like to have a good time. They may even like to travel. This is someone that's not here to necessarily stick around and build. They're more just looking to entertain themselves or to do things momentarily. So if that does not resonate with you, it's important for you to remove or let go of whatever this Knight of Wands energy is. This is also a sign that there needs to be more time put into your hobbies, your goals, your creative outlets, the things that make you joyous and bring you contentment outside of making money and career, because there's also an emphasis on material things here. And it's not from a superficial standpoint. It's just like you're somebody who cares a lot about the amount of stability that you have in your life, which means to have that stability, you have to have money. So the Nine of Pentacles is someone who's taking care of themselves, loving themselves, self-care, self-love, self-admiration, putting themselves above like anyone else that may be trying to come in with ill intentions. And if you have been single, you will be attracting someone new. However, this new person, they don't seem like they're the end-all be-all. This is someone that will come in to bring you lessons. It does not mean that you cannot entertain this Knight of Wands. It just means at least know what you're dealing with when you're putting work and time and effort into the table. So if you don't necessarily care about whether this relationship or this connection is going to grow, that's fine. However, if you go into it with the intentions of wanting something stable, like a relationship, a marriage, a committed union, that's not what you're going to get from this Knight of Wands. If anything, they're going to release you once they realize that you're actually hooked on them. So this is someone who may have an avoidant attachment style in relationships, and this will be somebody who will push you to not only trust your intuition more, but not to put a lot of emphasis on the relationship with them, because they'll leave you feeling depleted, or they'll leave you feeling empty or wondering what you're doing wrong. However, it's just different. People are just on different levels. You want something committed for some of you that are watching. Other people just want to have a good time. So it's just a matter of knowing what you want and not allowing yourself to get confused, not allowing people to play you, because there are people that will come and tell you everything that you want to hear. They'll whisper all sweet nothings to simply drain and have their own, you know, secret agendas as to why they want to deal with you, because we have illusions. People like to create illusions and lies and make things seem as if it's not what it is, so that they can get one over on you. Now, this is saying if you also have options, be aware and be careful that not every single option here is available to bring you happiness and abundance. One of them has a wreath. The other one is a ghost. Here we have material things. This is a snake. This is a dragon. So there are certain people around you that want to cause you harm. Like, that's what their end goal is. Like, they see Capricorn as somebody who's very stable. They see you as somebody who has it all together. So they feel like, oh, well, I can go to Capricorn to get my needs met. If I'm, you know, behind on my bills, or if I need extra cash, or if I need extra support, the Capricorn looks like somebody who has it all together. Look, the only thing you're missing is that one pentacle. The only thing you're missing is that final nail in the coffin, which could be, you know, a family. It could be children. It could be a house. It could be someone that, you know, is a soulmate to you, or someone that you can build with. With this Eight of Wands, there's also communication that you're going to receive, which could be from phone or even email or mail. Whatever this communication is, it's important. You've been waiting on it. And others of you, you may have an ex returning. This ex felt like in the past you were not worth it. They may have even looked at you as if you were a loser, or if you were someone who just struggled in life, and just like you weren't going to be someone who was successful. Fast forward now, you're in a position where you're stable. You can count on yourself more than anything, but it seems like other people can also count on you as a pillar of strength, because you are very consistent at what you do. And with this Temperance energy, you have to maintain this balance and equilibrium, not just by your eating habits, making sure you're drinking enough water every single day, because that does affect how your body will be able to like produce in general. So making sure you're eating enough greens and fruits and vegetables, making sure you're drinking enough water a day. That's like the first thing that you can do at the basic level. Then we have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, where you're going to realize that certain things that you've been investing into is not worth it. It's not going to bring you the type of success or fruition that you're looking for, and you will have to make an ultimate decision to possibly quit on someone or to quit on something in the middle of you trying to manifest whatever this may be. So that's going to be difficult, especially if you're someone who likes to see things through the end, especially if you're someone who never gives up, who likes to, you know, continue to put work, effort, and energy into certain things. You will be forced to let go of whether it's a person, an environment, or a project that's just not serving you, because it seems like you're not getting anything out of this. Let me use another deck. That way I can get some additional messages. We have the Gathering. So this is the time for you to go out and basically meet new people. It's also the time for you to gather your energy, to gather all of your assets. So be aware that you're going through your bank accounts, your bank statements, because you are going to see some discrepancies that may need to be addressed. We also have rest. So this is also the time for you to rest. So what they want you to do is focus on going out more, doing things that are more based off of leisure activities, things that bring you contentment, that don't involve money, that don't involve you working. And we also need to rest. Allow yourself to rest. So when your body tells you, hey, I'm tired, I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, follow those nudges and do what you need to do. We also have family here. So your family sees you as a pillar of light. 1 second. I just had 2 cards fall off. We have the Wheel. We have to understand. We have the Moon. Expand, and last but not least is death. So you are going through a major transformation. You're going through major changes. If your sleeping habits are changing, the way that you eat, or just certain things in general that you know you have a routine of doing, you're going to notice certain shifts within you, and it's because your body's expanding. You're going through a certain transformation, and now that we're in this eclipse energy, at least the remnants of what was the eclipse, it's also cycling out and clearing out things in your life that no longer serve you. There's someone in your energy, this Knight of Wands. This is someone that doesn't want you to rest. They actually want to bring you dis-ease, dissatisfaction. This is someone that's coming in with ill intentions because they feel like, oh, Capricorn placement just has it all together. They're not usually struggling. You may be someone who you don't really confide in others when you're going through certain things. You deal with a lot of issues or problems on your own. So in turn, this gives people the idea that, you know, maybe your life is perfect or that you have it all together. And that's not the case. Like, you work very hard for the things that you have. Family is also very important to you. And these are the type of values that the divine wants you to cherish. I also feel like there's going to be secrets revealed. We're going to find out what that's about in a second. But this is a time for you to understand, to listen, and observe other people rather than putting yourself out there for others to accept. Because I feel like in the past, like, you had a tendency of wanting acceptance, and in the manner that you wanted that acceptance may have been toxic in a way, but you know, you changed. There's changes here. There's also an abundance of opportunities coming in. This is good karma that's due to you. In the past, you dealt with people that were dead inside. They didn't want you to transform. They didn't want you to keep progressing because they could see that you're somebody who is not only consistent in what you do, but at the same time, it's like you have a lot to offer. And this is not just financially, but in general. Like, you're somebody who's very stern. You're very supportive in a way. And I feel like this is something that at times gets taken for granted. So just be aware of the company that you keep. Be aware of any exes trying to return to you, because they're coming in with their own ulterior motives. And if you let someone come in from the past, guess what? They haven't changed. They're actually going to play you twice as hard than they did last time. And it's just going to be another lesson for you to learn. So to avoid all of that, put yourself first. Pay attention to the red flags. Don't let people from the past back in. If you do, keep them at a distance. They shouldn't know anything having to do with your business, what you're up to, anything of that sort, unless it's, you know, they're spying on social media. You have no control over that. So let's take a look and see. What do Capricorn placements need to know at this time? The Empress. 7 of Swords, Ace of Swords, whoa. Knight of Cups. 2 of Swords. Temperance, the High Priestess, and the Sun. Okay. So there's someone who loves and cares for you. This is someone who's kept a distance from you because, one, they're in another relationship or they're tied to someone else who's insane. And I'm not even trying to speak ill about this Empress. But this Empress is usually a divine feminine or a divine masculine. But in this sense, this is someone that's cloaking their energy as someone who can be trusted. They're pretending to be the Empress or the Emperor energy. Because the 7 of Swords is right after this. This is someone who's sneaky, conniving, underhanded. They'll put up whatever front they need to put up to get whatever their needs are met. And this is someone who's tied to this Knight of Cups. This Knight of Cups is the person that's into you. They're not the Knight of Wands who, you know, has ill intentions like the last spread. This is someone completely new. So far, I've seen about 3 people in your spread. One person that's a player, that's inconsistent. We have the second person who truly loves you and cares for you, but they have their own baggage that they need to take care of before they can even come to you. And then we have this Empress. So if you're a male or female, this is like the other female or the other male that is connected to this Knight of Cups. And he or she is aware of you based off of, like, the conversation of you has been brought up, whether you're aware of it or not. This Empress is aware of you, and he or she is willing to go through any means necessary to keep this Knight of Cups stuck so that they're not able to come into you. So if this is an ex that was shady towards you, this person has learned and grown, and they have to leave behind a person in order to be able to come to you, but this person wants to keep them stuck because this Empress is reaping some sort of benefits from this Knight of Cups that wants to come to you, whether it's money, opportunity, whether they're still getting love from this person, because this Knight of Cups is a very loving person. It's a very giving, nurturing, kind, compassionate person. What led to the ending between the both of you is going to range for each person watching. However, ever since this person left, their life has just not been the same. They don't have the same sense of drive. They just feel like a huge chunk of their heart is missing, or they feel a sense of void ever since they no longer have access to you. It could be up to 7 years that this person has been away from you. However, they're trying to do what's best to cut out any attachments that they have to this Empress. However, if this is like a child's mom or a child's father, it's going to be difficult to put up those boundaries. It's going to be difficult to still have to co-parent with this person who is jealous of you. Yeah, there's some sort of jealousy. There's someone that's spying on you behind the scenes that you may be completely unaware of. But it is someone who's connected to this Knight of Cups. This person feels like they owe you an apology. They don't want to come in empty-handed. So if it's been a while before you and this Knight of Cups have spoken, they've kept their distance. One, because they don't want to come in with baggage. They don't want to come in empty-handed. They know you're going to have questions to ask. They know that you're going to want an explanation. And they want to make sure that they have all of their ducks in a row before they come to you. But this is someone that brought you happiness and joy. They brought you contentment. It was mutual. You and this Knight of Cups had some sort of mutual love, agreement, mutual understanding. You just both enjoyed each other's company. But something happened along the way, whether it was circumstances, distance in general, where it led to you and this person separating. So this could be a case of like childhood lovers, you know, move away, they move on to other people, and then somehow, you know, things still end up coming back together. So there is someone here who wants to return to you. They still have, you know, fond feelings and emotions for you. This is someone that still sees you as a source of their happiness and joy. So the chance for a reconciliation to happen here is high, depending on how this person comes to you. Now, if this Knight of Cups comes to you with lies, trickery, deception, underhanded behavior, if they try to cheat, if they try to juggle you with this Empress, it's not going to work out. The divine is going to cut this person out. Your guides are going to protect you and push this person away. However, if they do come to you with in the right manner, you know, they've already closed out all their past issues, past people, then there is an opportunity for the Sun and the High Priestess to come together, which is all about someone revealing their true feelings and emotions that they've been kind of harboring deep down. So this may be someone who truly never got over you, but they felt like they had no choice but to move on at the time. But this Empress is hating on you in some way. So if you guys do have certain methods that you use to clear your energy, you may have to kind of up that a bit. Amp up your protection in some way, because we do have balance that's needed here as well with Temperance. So this is the second time that the Temperance card has come out. So there's a level of your life that needs to be balanced. Either you're spending way too much time indoors, way too much screen time, not really focusing on your body and your spiritual health, not really taking care of your mind, making sure that you're not overworking yourself. So don't allow circumstances or just life in general to stop you from taking care of you, because that's important as well. The Seven of Swords also means that there is someone around you that's trying to sneak away. They're trying to steal in some way, shape, form, or fashion. If you're a woman, this would be like a friend who you're fond of. This may be somebody who you feel like you can trust. However, there's something that shifted. So what happened in the past? You had a friend or a confidant or an associate or someone that you were on the same level with. This person and you saw eye to eye. Something happened along the way in the background that caused them to change their perspective. So if this was someone that was trustworthy in the past, well, they've been snaked out so badly that they feel like, oh, what's the point of even being a good person? I mean, everyone else is evil. Might as well just join the party and just treat and mistreat others, because obviously that's going to get me what I want. So this is also an energy of be aware of any past people returning. And this is not just in the sense of lovers. This could be friends. This could be friends that you were fond of years ago. Circumstances separated the both of you. However, people change, especially over the course of years. People go through certain trials and tribulations that may change their character and their moral code overall. And with the Two of Swords, be aware of people trying to keep you stuck, especially if they see, oh, you're progressing past them. They see, oh, all of these brand new opportunities coming from the Capricorn placement. Why is it not coming for me? How about I just ride this person's coattail to success? How about I just pretend to be their friend, pretend to be their confidant, pretend to be a coworker or someone who we can work together, and then just steal from them in the end. So I do feel like there are some shady people around you. This could just be at work that, are not giving you what you deserve. Or in general, like they're trying to plot or plan ways that they can take from you because they just feel like you're just too abundant, you're too happy, you're too content, you're too calm, things are just going too great for you, and not knowing that you have your own issues, you have your own struggles, you have your own like heartbreak and pain that you've been working through. But because you don't show that on the outside, some people feel like, oh, you just have the perfect life. So this is my essential messages deck. If you'd like to purchase this, the link is below. What else do Capricorn placements need to know? Kiss me softly. Therapy and counseling recommended. Friends with benefits. Plotting on your downfall. Can't make this up. What the F is going on? Gossip. Humiliation. Character assassination. Okay. There was a friends with benefits that you had in the past. You may have wanted a relationship with this person. It didn't work out. Circumstances separated you. They went to go off and marry or go be with someone else. Whoever they went off to go and be with was completely abusive towards them, to the point where now this person, this Empress, which may have been your person's in the past lover, they have completely changed how this Knight of Cups views love because of the mistreatment that this person went through. And so when they look back to when was I actually happy, when did I feel like my needs were met, when did I feel like, you know, life was just, it was livable, they think back to you. And this is what's leading this Knight of Cups to come back to you. So there must be some sort of unfinished business that's needed here, especially if this was someone who ghosted you or treated you wrong. Doesn't matter if it's 7, 8, 9 years later, the universe will make you do a U-turn to literally do that walk of shame, because it seems like this Knight of Cups is going through some sort of gossip, public humiliation, character assassination that's been caused by this Empress energy here who wants to hold on to them. We also have therapy and counseling recommended. Some of you have been through some really tough, traumatic things, and it's important that you have someone to talk to that can help you work through those emotions and help you see things from an outside perspective, because when you're in traumatic situations and when you've dealt with trauma, sometimes you're unable to see things as they are. So you need someone on the outside that can look in and have a unbiased perspective. Plotting on your downfall. This is people around you that don't want you to have blessings, opportunities, and there is going to be some chaos, some sudden upheaval, unseen changes that are coming in. However, depending on how you deal with this is going to determine how things are moving forward. We also have they don't love you like I do. So people from the past that leave you behind, they realize after dealing with like such toxic and karmic people, that's when they put an emphasis on your love and your support. So sometimes that happens. You're put into people's life to show them what love is, and then they go off and they find out what love isn't, and then they want to come back to you. So this will be a choice as to whether you want to return to this Knight of Cups or if you want to allow them to come back in. But there was also another sleazy person that wanted to pursue you, and whether you were going to let this person in or not really just depends on each individual. But overall, I did see 3 people in your reading. One of them is not even someone that you know. They're just in your reading indirectly because of this Knight of Cups. But that Knight of Wands that I saw in the last spread, that is a wishy-washy person that I feel like you do need to watch out for, because they will come and use you for sex and then ghost you just as fast. So just be careful. Don't allow yourself to be used. Trust your intuition and everything's going to work out fine. So that's the end of your reading. Bye.